Good morning. My name is Hemant and today we are on a second part of a video. That is, today we have to discuss about the atmosphere. I will discuss about the atmosphere. Now, atmosphere plays a very vital role regarding the existence of mankind, and it enables the existence of mankind. It's because of the atmosphere only that many of the alien objects which has been falling from the sky could not reach the earth, because it produces the friction. Okay, now and also it's not only the alien object which is falling from the sky, even the solar radiation which is falling from the sky, it's prevent that atmosphere prevents that solar radiation to enter inside the earth. But it doesn't mean that the solar radiation, it doesn't enter. Okay, it enters, but the percentage of the solar radiation which is coming from the sun is very high, and the percentage of the solar radiation which reaches the land mass is very low. That means we are very thankful to have atmosphere. Now leave all that. Today we will discuss about the three main components of atmosphere. The three main components of atmosphere are gases, water vapors and dust particles. Okay, like so. But this all, like, the height of the atmosphere above sea level is like it's approximately 1100 to 1700 kilometers. Okay, but all the atmosphere, like basically the total mass of the atmosphere is confined only till 30 to 32 kilometers. That is 99% of total mass of Earth atmosphere is confined to only 30 to 32 kilometers. And out of this, today I will discuss about the gases. Out of this total mass of Earth atmosphere, the three major constraints of atmosphere, that is regarding the gases, is nitrogen, oxygen and argon. Nitrogen comprises of 78.08% of gases, oxygen comprises of 20.95% of gases, argon constitute 0.93% of the gases. That means the three major gases that is present in our atmospheres are nitrogen, oxygen and argon. Undoubtedly there is CO2 also, that is 0.036% of CO2 is present in the atmosphere. But see, regarding nitrogen, oxygen, argon and many more gases, it's only CO2 which is rising constantly, which is increasing rapidly. It's because of the burning of the fossil fuels. It's very saddening to say. It's because of the burning of the fossil fuels. CO2, the amount of CO2 has been constantly hyped up. And see, CO2 is a major greenhouse gas. CO2 is a major greenhouse gas. What it does is, the solar radiation which is coming from the sun, it traps that solar radiation. It traps the solar radiation, and it radiates the earth's surface and it keeps the earth warm, and that phenomenon is known as greenhouse effect. So we can say it's not only ozone layer, it's not only nitrogenous oxide, it's not only methane which is the greenhouse gas, even the CO2 plays a very vital role for warming of the earth. Okay, that means CO2 is also a greenhouse gas, and it is just confined till 90 kilometers above sea level, and oxygen is just confined to 120 kilometers above sea level. That means we can say we have a karma line, and karma line is a line above which there will be a very less amount of atmosphere, or we can say we are going towards the space, and the karma line exists till 100 kilometers above sea level. 100 kilometers above sea level is a karma line beyond which we will get a very less amount of gases. Okay, there will be no dust particle, there will be no water vapor. We will just get a minimum amount of gases which is not fit for human being to survive. So that's the reason when the astronauts and pilots, they fly up above, they wear a special suit, costumes, a special suit they wear. Okay, now let me discuss about the ozone layer. Basically we will discuss this whole thing briefly in the other, later on. But see, ozone layer is just confined to 100 to 50 kilometers, and it is very important. This ozone layer plays a very vital role for creating obstruction to the solar radiation which enters into the earth. This ozone layer doesn't allow the short wavelength solar radiation which is coming from the sun, neither it allows the long wavelength which has been reflected back from the earth to go beyond the space. That is the reason this ozone layer is also a greenhouse gas which provides the warmthness to the earth. It doesn't allow the amount of heat either to come inside, or it doesn't allow the amount of heat either to go back on the space. Okay, now this one we will discuss briefly later on. Now again we will talk, now the next topic we will discuss about the water vapor. Water vapor is basically a water which is in a gaseous state, and it comprises only 0.25% of the Earth's total mass of the atmosphere. Okay, and it's just confined to the 90 kilometer above sea level. Beyond 90 kilometer, approximately beyond 90 kilometer above sea level, we will not get water vapor. And the amount of water vapor varies on a latitude. Like here in equator, the amount of water vapor will be very high. As you move from equator towards the pole, the amount of water vapor will be low. That is, in a subtropical and a temperate zone, the amount of water vapor will be very low. Okay, it's because of the absence of the adequate amount of heat. If there is adequate amount of heat, the amount of water vapor will rise. If there is inadequate amount of heat, the amount of water vapor will fall. Okay, like see, since this tropical, subtropical and this temperate zone is such kind of zone where the sun rays is scarcely hit, so that's the reason the amount of water vapor is very high in a tropical region and in the equator. Okay, now see, this water vapor also provides a basic necessity of life for us, which I will discuss in a dust particle now. See, now let us discuss about dust particle. Dust particle doesn't only refers to the soil particles which is floating on earth, floating on the air. Rather, it also refers to the pollen grain which comes from the plant. It also refers to the ashes when we burn fossil fuel, it evolves. It also refers to the sediments of the sea salt. Okay, now dust particle comprises of sea salt as pollen dust. Okay, now see, these dust particles are a heavy kind. It does not like fly high. Okay, and it's because of the convectional air current that makes possible the dust particle to fly up. Okay, see, it's because of the conventional air current the dust particles flies up. Okay, see, the dust particles are of heavier among these two, so it does not fly high. It's because of the conventional air current that enables the dust particle to float up. And when the dust particle floats up, and when the dust particle gets mixed with the water vapor, it leads to the formation of the cloud. It leads to the formation of the cloud. It's because of the dust particle and water vapor it forms a cloud. As because dust particle behaves like a hygroscopic nuclei, and when this hygroscopic nuclei it interacts with the water vapor, it leads to the formation of cloud. Thank you.